But not only were you not angry, you even provided protection and urged them to stay safe. However, the man wasn't grateful and even invited you into the room to watch. So you walked into the room in a rage, only to find two other men inside. Wang Qiang and Li Gang, you guys are actually here too. Brother Fan, we didn't expect sister-in-law to be this kind of person either. Why don't you join us? Hearing this, you weren't angry but relieved. No thanks, guys. I don't have that kind of fetish. In fact, you couldn't wait for Lu Yao to be stuck with them forever. The reason you felt this way was because the moment you entered the hotel, you awakened a disease monster cheat that lets you see illnesses. And on Wang Qiang's body sat a massive syphilis monster. Its level was as high as level 20. At this point, Lu Yao stopped pretending and started hurling insults at you. You Fan, that 5,000 or 6,000 you earn delivering food every month isn't even enough to cover my makeup costs. To tell you the truth, I've been to this room 10 times already. After Lu Yao finished, she expected you to blow up. But to her surprise, you weren't angry at all. Instead, you sneered inwardly. Damn thought, you're going to get what's coming to you. Lu Yao, have a great time. After you left the Genting Hotel, you saw a pedestrian on the roadside coughing non-stop, with a level 1 cold monster hovering over their head. Then a system window popped up, asking if you wanted to battle. Out of curiosity, you chose yes. Instantly, you entered another world where a white polar bear stood opposite you. A health bar was glowing above its head. Then you realized you had a health bar above your head too. Suddenly, the bear charged at you. You instinctively tried to dodge, but found you couldn't move. After being hit, a red number popped up above your head. Then the cold monster stopped moving. You realized it was now your turn to move, so you instinctively threw a punch at its head. The opponent's health dropped by 12 points. This was a classic turn-based battle. The two of you traded blows back and forth, until your health was down to 10 points. The cold monster's health bar emptied and it collapsed. Battle over. Gained 10 EXP. Level up to level 2. Congratulations, host, for unlocking the inventory. Unlock the equipment slot. Congratulations, host, for defeating the level 1 virus, cold monster. Obtained skill, robust. Then the scene shifts and you're back on the original curb. The pedestrian who was coughing like crazy is suddenly cured. It seems as long as you defeat the virus monster, you can cure the disease. Plus, you get rewards for yourself. If you opened a clinic to treat people, wouldn't you be rolling in cash? So you turn your gaze to other passersby, but to your surprise, the disease levels on them are all level 50 or higher. Coronary heart disease monster, uremia's left general. These are all entities you can't afford to mess with. It seems these diseases that modern medicine can't fully cure are impossible to defeat with your current strength. The primary task right now is to hurry up and level up. Then you think of a great place to farm monsters and level up. Renai Hospital. So you decide to head back to Jinxiu Mansion to rest. In the hallway, you run into your beautiful landlady, but you didn't expect her to have breast cancer. Such a pity to get this disease at such a young age. But what does Breast Cancer Army Vanguard mean? Whatever. A level 10 virus monster isn't something I can beat yet. Go to the hospital for a checkup when you have time. After saying that, you hurry into your room. Liu Ruyan is stunned. She was indeed diagnosed with late-stage breast cancer. How did this guy Yu Fan see through her? As soon as you enter the room, you see Chen Hao. He has several diseases on him, the most conspicuous being the Limpy Monster. This guy brags to me all day. Turns out he's actually nothing. So for the sake of your bro's happiness, you resolutely initiate a battle with the Limpy Monster. The opponent is a limp, squishy earthworm. The combat style is the same as before, all turn-based. Without any suspense, you win the match. This time, a scimitar drops from the opponent. Congratulations, host, on obtaining equipment. Equipping the scimitar increases attack power by 15 points. Battle ends. You return to the real world. The oblivious Chen Hao suddenly feels his lower half lighten up, as if filled with power. Bro Fan, want to go to Dream Paris Spa later? My treat, ha ha ha. Go by yourself, I'm not going. Fine then. I'll go alone. The next day, you arrive at Renai Hospital as planned. Suddenly, a familiar voice rings out behind you. We've already broken up. Why the hell are you still stalking me? The person is none other than Lu Yao. Turns out when she woke up today, she found many small bumps growing down there. It was painful and itchy, so she came to the hospital for a checkup. Ha ha ha, the syphilis monster has definitely flared up. I just wonder if the other three got infected too. Next, a roar of anger comes from not far away. Damn it, Li Gang, it must be you. Who doesn't know you go around messing with people every day? Use your brain for a second, it's obviously Lu Yao. She's a notorious public bus. Watching all this, you just smile without saying a word. Only you know that the source is actually Wang Qiang, because his syphilis monster is a whopping level 20. So you walk up to them, ready to offer some comfort. Actually, this disease isn't that scary at all. As long as you take your meds on time, keep exercising, remember to stay safe, and boost your nutrition, eventually, you'll die. After dropping that, you turn and leave like a boss, leaving the three of them shivering in place. Afterward, you head to the pediatric entrance to start your leveling journey. Level 1. Gluttony. Monster detected. Host, will you battle? Flash. Just like that, you farmed monsters in the hospital all day long. Your level reached level 7. Your equipment slots filled up, and your bag was stuffed with various meats dropped from mobs. The inventory has one huge perk. Time inside is completely frozen. There's no such thing as an expiration date, but the downside is it won't store living things. Additionally, you obtained a gold skill book. Golden Needle Snow Piercing. It has the effect of stopping pain and restoring vital energy. After learning it, you head back to the apartment to rest. In the hallway, you meet Liu Ruyan again, and she immediately invites you to dinner. So you take Chen Hao along and follow Liu Ruyan to an alleyway BBQ joint. But as soon as you arrive, Liu Ruyan's condition flares up. She collapses on the ground in agonizing pain. It hurts so much. I guess I'm going to kick the bucket right here. Seeing this, you immediately think of the golden needle blood piercing you learned today. You instantly insert silver needles into 3 of her acupuncture points. Liu Ruyan's complexion visibly improves in an instant. I've only temporarily relieved your pain. You should still go to the hospital for a checkup when you have time. Okay, thank you. After dinner, Liu Ruyan calls you to her top-floor luxury home. Spend these last few months with me, and I can give this entire apartment building to you. So you've known about your condition for a long time. Yes, I've never been in love, so I want to have a simple, real relationship before my life ends. But why did you choose me? Because you're down-to-earth and very handsome. Plus, your acupuncture can relieve my pain, which gives me more time to be by your side. Holy crap, a free house and a girlfriend? What is there to think about? So you quickly agree, while secretly making a resolution, that you will definitely cure her illness. The next day, you arrive at Renai Hospital early to level up. Just like that, you farm for another entire day. Your level reaches level 10. At the same time, you obtain a hidden tier talent, Diamond Indestructibility. Permanently reduces all damage taken by 50%. It also increases attack and defense by 50% and grants immunity to all status ailments. Plus, it restores 21,000 health points per second, based on your max health. Damn, this talent is way too OP. With this talent, it's like having the capital to challenge high-level mobs while under-leveled. So you couldn't wait and rushed back to the apartment. You were going to challenge the virus monster on Liu Ruyan. Liu Ruyan was also very happy to see you. Babe, those 2 needles you gave me yesterday? I felt so comfortable all day today. Don't worry, it'll get even better in a bit. The moment you finished speaking, you pulled her into battle. The Breast Cancer Army. Vanguard was a colorful, fierce tiger. It had 2,000 horsepower. You gripped your sharp blade and slashed at the tiger. Its health dropped by 250. This talent is truly OP. Then the tiger launched an attack on you. With your talent buff, you only lost 20 HP. Just like that, you traded blows for thousands of rounds. You successfully killed the Vanguard. At the same time, you obtained the White Tiger armor. Its passive skill. Gain 10 points to all stats every time you level up. Current level, 1. Immediately after, another level 20 disease monster appeared next to Liu Ruyan. Level 20 Breast Cancer Army Centurion. Slaying it could extend Liu Ruyan's life by 2 years. As expected, cancer isn't that easy to cure. There's probably a long line of monsters waiting for me. But this gives me hope. At this moment, Liu Ruyan felt her body lighten up for some reason. What's going on? Is this the power of love? Then Liu Ruyan took your hand and led you toward the bedroom. After a fierce battle, you looked at Liu Ruyan and were completely stunned. Holy crap! A level 100 infertility monster had actually appeared. What did Liu Ruyan do in her past life to suffer so much in this one? The next morning, you went to Renai Hospital again to grind levels, but you noticed many more security guards. The hospital's revenue suddenly dropped by 1/5. Many patients were cured right after registering. The director suspected someone was practicing medicine illegally. You guys better keep a sharp eye out today. At the same time, a medical gurney was rushed in front of you. Too many bleeding points. If we don't stop the bleeding, his life is in danger. Notify Dr. Lee for surgery immediately. Seeing this, you decisively made your move. You first used golden needle blood piercing to stop the patient's bleeding. The bleeding monster's level dropped from level 20 to level 15. Then you decisively initiated the battle. With the Diamond Indestructibility talent buff, you naturally defeated the opponent. Congratulations, host. Victory rewarded with skill, Century Tier Massage. At that moment, the arriving doctor found that the bleeding had completely stopped. Don't pull this needle out during surgery, it stops bleeding and kills pain, you instructed. The doctor was confused. But since surgery was urgent, he didn't say anything else. Just then, the patient's family came over to express their gratitude, because they clearly saw that it was only after your needle went in that the patient's bleeding stopped. Looking closer, you realized the person was your high school classmate, Zhou Zheng. The injured person was his father, the police chief. He had been stabbed several times while catching a criminal. Luckily, you acted in time. Du Sungma had plans to catch up with you properly after the surgery. You agreed. Afterward, you continued farming monsters to level up. When it was evening and time to head back, your phone rang. It was a call from Zhou Zheng. Turns out his father remained unconscious after surgery. The doctor said a second operation was needed, but the survival rate was less than 10%. In this life-or-death moment, he immediately thought of you. You find you rushed to the ward and took a close look. Level 20 Elite Monster Vitality Depletion Crown. You instantly understood. The reason for the coma was insufficient vitality and blood. Originally, you weren't very confident about defeating a level 20 Elite Monster. But with this morning's experience, you knew you could use Golden Needle Acupuncture first to lower the monster's level. So you said you could give it a try, but the doctor interrupted. This is ridiculous. You'd rather trust someone without a medical license than our accredited hospital? Zhou Zheng shot back. If the hospital can guarantee a 50% success rate, I'll leave him to you. Hearing this, the doctor's face darkened and he said nothing. Since they weren't talking, Zhou Zheng looked at you and said, "It's up to you then." Brother Fan nodded and began to operate. After using the golden needle on the patient's acupuncture points, to be safe, you also used the Century Tier Massage. You saw the original disease monster drop from level 20 to level 15. Then you quickly started the battle. With the buff from your equipment and talent, a gorilla with a massive 2,500 horsepower was killed by you in 9 slashes. This battle also dropped 5 20-year-old Polygonum multiflorum and an ancient recipe for vitality soup. After the battle ended, the patient woke up, though he was still very weak. You immediately took out that ancient recipe and told them to get the medicine for the patient according to this formula. After drinking the vitality soup, the patient's complexion instantly turned ruddy. Zhou Zheng hurriedly stepped forward to express his gratitude. At the same time, the attending doctor secretly wrote down your recipe. He had already realized the massive economic value within it.